Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'll be reacting to the entirety of Chain Your Dragon by Goose. Now, I'm relatively new to this Goose world. I think only about a month ago was the first time I listened to Goose on the channel, so I encourage you guys to go check out my first time reactions there. But hearing them live in their jams, in their element, was so nice. Definitely, in my mind, reminiscent of Fish, but they have very key differences in terms of phrasing, in terms of all of the wackiness that Fish ends up leaning on. Goose will stay more in the pocket for longer, but grow the song all the same to something climactic. Now, that's what we experience in their live performances. I don't know if that's going to be the expectation, or at least a fair one, going into a studio album reaction, where things are intended for a sort of permanent state of being. Of course, with live versions of songs, you can re-envision them and build them in all the possible ways that jam bands tend to do, but I'm excited to hear it here first, and by the end of this listen, I'll give you guys my top songs. Before we jump into this, I wanted to thank Ryan the Serenader for making this generous donation request and the album selection for us. But now, let's jump into it. Whoa. This is Goose? This is Goose? Lazy goes crazy for real high love. Dirty jeans and a whiskey pour. Whoa. Oh my god, this is so different. Please don't groove in the middle of my love connection. I've been waiting all night, just moving general direction. I said, please don't groove in the middle of my love connection. I've been waiting all night, just moving general direction. What is happening? They're funky. Why are they funky? Oh wow. This is not what I was expecting out of the gate. Please don't groove in the middle of my love connection. There is a deeper meaning to this song, but my brain isn't allowing me to figure it out. I'm just enjoying the vibes. Please don't groove in the middle of my love connection. I've been waiting all night just to move in general direction. Oh, come on, dude. have to let me know if this is Rick or if this is Peter. I know they have two guitars. Wow, focus on the rhythm and the bass now. Oh, now they start to tumble. It's like a very jazzy approach to songwriting here. Just give everybody their solo, their pot shot at the track. Cool, man. Oh, we're just climbing.
Please don't groove in the middle of my love connection.
What does it mean?
Just move in a general direction.
Like, don't distract me from the love that I need right now.
So please don't groove in the middle of my love connection. Been waiting all night just to move in general direction.
I can't believe this is Goose. I can't believe this is the same band. So the way they crafted that song is not like what I experienced in the lives.
I've been looking for a place to lay my head down.
This is like a different band right now. What is going
Tired,
on?
always trying to find a way out.
Oh, that was a beautiful progression.
Running from this life I know so well. Amarillo, running lights and empty eyes in limo. Dreaming with my face against the window.
I like that third chord.
Drifting to
Little darker.
the dawn of another day.
Giving me a bit of Billy Joel in this one.
Falling from above,
Oh,
further from the sun,
feels are real kind of song.
from the light of day. Madalena, I don't wanna wake up, just stay a little longer, stay here by my side.
It's reminding me of Helena by My Chemical Romance.
Madalena, I don't wanna
Maybe it's the name
wake up,
thing going
just
on,
stay
ending in a
little
L-E-N-A.
longer, stay here by my side. Hold the sky up until the night dissolves. We'll paint the new horizon.
This also reminds me of Coldplay. What is going on, Goose? This is a hopeful song.
Your Camino, another night with the rays out on the Rio. Your town doesn't throw down like it used to.
Wow, the vocals are so nice from Rick.
He still knows how to raise the dead. You should have seen her up all night dancing in a mausoleum.
Whoa.
Drugstore wine, preaching to the season. most really know how to listen anyway.
I really love this song. Beautiful melodies, beautiful lyrics.
Falling from above, whispering in tongues. If I could find a way, I'd say, Magdalena, I don't wanna wake up, just stay.
Oh my god, this vibe is so soothing.
Hold the sky up.
As I listen to this song, I'm reminded of another band I've given reactions to on the channel, Need to Breathe. They're more related to like southern rock, but they find this pocket regularly that is just so like jovial, so optimistic, uplifting, and it bounces from side to side. It's such a lovely... I wish I had a better way to describe it other than like a kind of like sway back and forth. It is just wholesome.
Just stay a little longer, stay here by my side. Hold the sky up until the night dissolves. We'll paint the new horizon with our bleeding hearts. Oh, Magdalena, I don't wanna wake up, just stay a little longer, stay here by my side. Hold the sky up till the night dissolves. We'll paint the new horizon with our bleeding hearts. Magdalena,
This song is an earworm. It's in my brain now.
just stay a little longer, stay here by my side. Hold the sky up till the night dissolves. We'll paint the new horizon with our bleeding heart.
That's so interesting. They like leaned so hard into like a sort of pop rock, southern rock vibe. I can't believe this is Goose, man. I'm gonna keep saying it. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh. The funk is already starting to set in. I mean, gotta give them credit. These are creative songs as well.
Royal was a down-home hero, playing in the night rain band. He stood the old foundation, hungry for the promised land. Chewing on a ragtime rhythm, chasing down a dead man's song. Face to face with a runaway dream that was waiting for him all along. Come on, Royal, plant those feet in the soil, and burning like a hot black oil. Know that you better slow down.
This is not the vibe I was expecting.
Know that fire's gonna fade to
But you know what? I'm actually really liking
so
it.
much that you can take before you give it all away. You give it all away. Hey.
Boom, boom.
Reaching for an occupation.
The dynamics are nice. Tasteful strumming.
Dancing on a two-top singing, heart beating in his hand, twisted up bad like a...
I did some reactions like earlier on last year to a lot of blues artists, and this performance reminds me of a few off the top of my head, but I can imagine the likes of John Mayer playing this, the likes of Billy Strings, the likes of Marcus King. I I love that I'm able to reference them here. I wasn't expecting to be able to.
Top singing, heart beating in his hand, twisted up bad like a wet bar rat, back on the road again. Come on, roll, plant those feet in the soil, and burning like a hot black oil. Know that you better slow down. Solace on my own. Come find me where the skyline meets the road. It's the only place I know.
Nice elevation.
Come on, roll, plant those feet in the soil, and burning like a hot black oil.
Like, you know, Zach Brown Band. I heard a few of their songs back in the day.
There's only so much that you can take before you give it all away. You give it all away. You give it all away.
Oh. I mean, it's official. Jam Goose is not the same as Album Goose. Bow, bow. That's a quirky solo. Oh, it keeps going. Great tone on this one. Nice to just show everybody what you got, pepper it in there, the shredding. Wow. I really don't know what to expect at all anymore. But those are fun tracks to start off. This feels like the biggest emotional shift. Oh. Sohum legs. Great arpeggios in the guitar. These are so nice. And juxtaposed against this atmosphere, these darker kind of walls. This is what I'm more familiar with Goose. Never mind. It took a detour again. Interesting.
Streets are paved with pestilence and the children wear no shoes. That's where you find turbulence and a strange exotic stew. Follow the lights in the night and the sound of the bottles and dinner bells.
Oh, I love this chorus.
Wait in the line 'cause you haven't got time before they give it hell.
I love it, I love it. Love the strumming patterns in this. The guitar work in this has been sublime so far.
Picked him up in the back of the bus on the other side of the moon. They were looking to find a little rhythm and rhyme, so we gave them a taste of the stew.
We're only 2.5 minutes into this one. 12 different changes. This song has so many great moments. I'll tell you right now, this is going to be one of my favorites by the end of the album.
Some say might fade away. I've seen those eyes shine through. He's got moves to make the whole town groove, and there's nothing that he'd rather do. Slow step and a shoulder dip, and the lights burning way down low. It's our time for another night, throwing down at the old chateau. Follow the lights in the night and the sound of the bottles and dinner. So wait in the line 'cause you haven't got time before they give it hell.
It's like I'm being wined and dined in that chorus. Like Gary Moore or something. But then the vibe changes.
Turbulence, oh turbulence, we came here for you.
Is it fair to say that this song has like 3 or 4 distinct choruses? Because I think that's the only way I'm able to wrap my brain around what is happening.
Turbulence, oh turbulence, we came here for you. You got a great big heart, you wanna tear it apart and sell your soul for rock and roll and a picture on the page. You cheat us right and we'll never go home again. Turbulence, oh turbulence, we came here for you. We got a great big heart, you wanna tear it apart and sell your soul for rock and roll and a picture on the page. You cheat us right and we'll never go home again.
Oh. This song has everything. And this is where I'd imagine, like, in their live performances, we're just like jam territory heaven now. I mean, the arpeggios have been great throughout this song. They continue to do that. It's kind of like the poise you would expect from Grateful Dead. With a little more structure. There's a few notes throughout this whole song that have been a shade darker than usual. When I pick up on them, ooh, are they satisfying. Climbing. This is a 10 out of 10 song. I need Goose to like collaborate with Joe Bonamassa ASAP. Oh, that was the best. That is the Goose I'm familiar with, and that is the Goose that I love best. It's like the last three songs don't even exist in my mind anymore. Wow. Dude, what a way to go. The building of that solo, just like 3-4 minutes straight. Oh, I love payoffs like that. Wow. How do we follow this up? Let's see. Echo over Rose. A happy-go-lucky bouncing beat.
In a world of action, I was playing with distractions. Oh, just hoping that the wild might call on me.
But you can't do that. You have to act yourself. Can't wait.
I saw a bee's nest in a bonsai tree. I fell to my knees and I started to pray that she'd come for me. She headed towards the open door and I froze. Flashing before my eyes in a life I'd never known. With an echo where we can go.
This is a very youthful feeling track. Good energy in this one.
Take these old tied up shoes, I won't be needing them. In my new jungle.
It's this beat, man. This beat is so fun.
Oh, those ivy eyes gripping around my spine. Tell me, who was I before?
I'm digging the vibe now. It just like settles into my brain slowly but surely. I just can't help but to like ride these waves. I'm so surprised by this album. There's a lot of interesting influences. I wonder if they drew from any particular artists or eras. Oh, I like this. I feel like so much of the energy is coming from these drums right now. It is just an engine, so consistent and just churning out power. I think in some of these tracks they do a better job at capturing their live energy. This and the last one I think did the best at capturing that live energy in my feeling. But this one for a very different reason, because we were in a totally different genre. Now Mr. Action, because before it was about inaction in life. Well, now we need somebody to actually do. We're going neoclassical now.
Mr. Action, king of misdirection, master of deception. You wear your mask so well, redefining what it means.
Love the chord progression.
On the scene. He's died 1,000 times for you and me. People wonder where he derives his power.
This is so good immediately.
But others think it's the Casbah. He always keeps close by, holds the tower in his eyes, 'cause he knows that the story never dies.
Creepy crawlies up and up.
Take your bow, Mr. Action.
And then clearing, bright.
This one's for you. It's been a long time, it's been a wild ride, but you always see it through. He's a mystic, oh you know he's cryptic. You think you caught a glimpse, but you just missed it. Lavender sachet, a little luck alone.
You know, something that I like to say a lot about bouncy music is that, yeah, it's bouncy, but I need to start drawing a distinction between the kinds of bounces. Maybe I'm going to have to do it using tempo as a modifier. But somehow in this particular bounce, I just feel so in the pocket. Kind of like how you may feel if you listen to like a reggae track that just manages to capture you and you are just completely lockstep with the fun beat. That's what this song offers to me, but stacked on top of that, this beautiful melody, the fun lyrics here. I like the double entendre with misdirection, Mr. Action. Yeah, I'm probably gonna rate this song highly as well.
But you just missed it. Lavender sachet, a little luck along the way, and he knows just how to handle any fate. An ocarina, an ancient blue patina.
Oh my god, I love it.
He plays a song from deep beyond the real world. He says you'll never know yourself till you dress like someone else. We're the eyes behind the stories that you tell. Take your bow, Mr. Action, 'cause there's no question this one's for you. It's been a long time, it's been a wild ride, but you always see it through.
Wow, I thought they were going to take it a different direction there. The misdirection. Big Daddy Guitar has arrived. Feels like all of these songs are like anticipating those moments for the guitar to just come in, take it over.
guess there's no question. This one's for you.
It's so catchy.
It's been a long time, it's been a wild ride, but you always see it through. It's been a long time, it's been a wild ride, but you always see it through.
I'm going to make a prediction right now, but I feel like that song Mr. Action probably has the most streams, at least out of the 6 we've heard so far. Let's see if that's true. No, I'm wrong. Actually, Madalena does. I guess it would have been between those two. I was just going for Mr. Action. I really thought this would be more popular. It feels more of like a mainstream kind of a song, or at least accessible to the mainstream. I'll say it like that, because the songwriting is still very different than what you would hear in your standard like pop track on the radio. But this is the kind of track that feels like it could hit a larger audience outside of the Goose fandom, for example. I guess we just have to keep putting Goose out there. Let's listen to ... ellipses times 5. Is it just for pure effect? Does this mark some kind of transition in the album? Going into Dr. Darkness now in the next track. We've had a pretty jovial experience, upbeat, throughout the first 6 tracks. If there's any time to change that vibe, it's now. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Might have seen him walking in a thoughtful Sunday stew. Beware, my friends, you've caught a glimpse, but he's always watching you. He operates by night and day with precision on his brow. His patients are the victims of the blinding spell of doubt.
These lyrics are so good. They're poetic as ever.
When he comes a knocking, best not let him in. He'll hang his feet upon your couch and sell you medicine. He'll creep and crawl along your floor with resentful residue. When you slip and fall and crack your head, he'll blame it all on you.
Wow. They know how to write a good chorus. I just know. As soon as you hear the first line.
Been sneaking around inside my head with nothing else to do.
Ooh. Oh my god, that was like a prog kind of a chord that is now bleeding into this solo. you know I'm going to have to run that back. One last thing I'm going to say, and then we'll keep listening. I am reminded of some of the songwriting and compositional style from another solo artist named Asif Abadan. I do a handful of reactions to him on the channel. He's super worth checking out too. Like, as many recommendations as you guys have for me, I have so many for you as well. He's one of those artists that he just has this like baked in pep in his step. His lyrics are so poetic, so dark, even if there's a bounce in the music. A lot of the characteristics that I would use to describe some of the darker melodies in what we've heard with Chain Your Dragon so far, you can find in that Asif Abadan musical palette. Anyways, let me hear that that transition again. I loved that chord leading into the solo.
That's been sneaking around inside my head with nothing else to do.
That's like a Caligula's horse kind of a chord. So good.
Silence is the silhouette of his viral retinue.
Boom, boom, boom.
Slinking slightly through the town, there's violent bridled crew. And they're crouching on the rooftops. They're watching every move. When you find yourself in silence, they've got their hands on you. Doctor, doctor, won't you let me be? Please don't you play those evil tricks on me. 'Cause I've been down, and I'm sure I know it's you that's been sneaking around inside my head with nothing else to do. Faithful to the law, set forth
Oh my
by
god.
pride's decree.
We run those back. We run these back.
Inside my head
These solos have been so good.
to do. Faithful to the law, set forth by pride's decree.
I needed this repose here.
Has a knack for sowing seeds of
Wow, man.
jealousy. If you think
Ranking
you've
these
got
songs is going to be impossible.
control of your primal destiny, just look out for the doctor's primeval specialty. Doctor, doctor,
I gotta talk about that. Oh my god. Those choruses were so good. Those solos were so good. I wanted to sing along to that song so much, and I couldn't quite hit all of the right notes in all of the right places. This is a song that just immediately grabs me melodically, grabs me in tempo, grabs me in the virtuosity in the solos, the phrasing. This song has like all of the cool elements and the genre blending to boot. This is a perfect song to me, and I just want to get to the point now that I would be in the future where I've listened to it 10 times and I just know exactly what notes are coming when and what vocal notes are coming when. But I'll get there. This is my first time listening to it. Organos. What is an organo? Instrumental musical de viento. Oh, why is it in Spanish? This is giving me Prince energy right now.
We've been living in the hills and trees, just waiting on an easy breeze.
This is the longest song of the record so far.
And the sky would open up.
That means plenty of room to grow.
Left the road and the map behind. Started talking about a different line where we were free. I woke to a bad scene one day, and we felt so far away from home. I started dancing in the street to the Empress stomped her feet, and she said, whoa, oh.
Oh. This little motif is different.
I'm the Empress of Organos. I'll tell you where your bad thoughts go. You've got the seeds to make them grow,
True.
but I've locked them up deep down below.
Whoa.
If you think you've got the golden key, it's just darkness playing tricks for me.
I love how all of these like unique ideas are being threaded together in such unique ways. I would not expect that descending pattern to happen, then back into the bounce. I want to hear that again.
I've locked them up deep down below.
Like, it's these moments that are so effortless for them.
If you think you've got the golden key, it's just darkness playing tricks for me. I'll twist and turn the path you chose to the shadows of Los Organos.
How did they do that to the tempo there? That was so gradual, then all at once. One of these days I'll do a reaction where I take a shot every single time something confuses me. Because I'm not going to make it past song 3. There's just no chance.
You say, looks like rain today. We say, oh, what a day to be living. We know you think that you're
where are they going to take us? In the swamplands we go. This is like straight out of the 70s or something. Like what you heard Richie Blackmore do on those like Green Bullfrog records. With more of a modern production, a polish if you will. Oh my god, it's so funky. And now my brain can't like disentangle hearing Prince in this as well. Wow, do you hear the layering of these guitars? It's not a delayed effect, it's another layer. I gotta hear that part again, because I don't know if that other guitar was playing the same melody in parallel but delayed by a bit, or just doing something completely different. I think it's completely different. Yeah. More like a syncopated strumming pattern. Right here, there's a harmony. Okay. That is hard to pick up on. There's a lot going on. Oh my god. It's funk mastery here. The legato guitar, but this beat defies that feeling of what you'd expect in like a purely atmospheric section. Oh, oh. Piano flourishes around. Where do these solos go? They just randomly find a new pathway previously undiscovered. Dude, AI is not creating this, I promise you. Now I'm being reminded of Pat Metheny. This is wild. Shred Master, bro. Oh, wow. And how did we get pulled out of that place? It is really impressive. What can I say?
We know you think that you're powerful, but we've got the love and rhythm. You say, looks like rain today. We say, oh, what a day to be living. We know you think that you're powerful, but we've got the love and rhythm. You say, looks like rain today. We say, oh, what a day to be living.
Man, if you just gave me like that last section of the song and you asked me like, what are your thoughts on this and what do you think the rest of the song is going to sound like, I would never in a million years arrive at what we heard. That was just a 10-minute epic with so many different flavors. My goodness. We're nearing the end here. But I guess these songs were longer, if I recall. Yeah, like every single one of these songs actually in runtime, there's a lot more room to breathe. I wonder what sparked that decision. Marcher Boy. Or was it called Drummer Boy? I think.
Born to the road, fire under his skin. They say slow down, Jet, it's time to settle in.
The Jet, our protagonist here.
Heroes were gone, and the whiskey wore thin. The Jet killed a man, and he never came home again.
Oh, jeez. Don't do that, Jet. That's bad,
He'd
okay?
say, every day
Killing
the
is
river
bad.
goes higher. I can feel the wind blow harder, and each night the fire burns stronger. But the night will always know that I'm just another soul.
It's so interesting that they keep like returning to this kind of like pseudo southern rock vibe. But I like it.
As the devil snuck through, he saw some things a man could never do. The Jet was sworn to a hillside angel. He said he'd kill the man who made him let her go.
Who made him let her go.
He'd say
Wow.
every day the river goes higher.
Wow.
I can feel the wind blow harder.
This is like another Feels Is Real song to me. Very
Each
emotional.
night the fire burns stronger.
About the story, about the connection.
Night will always know that I'm just another soul. Oh, come on, Jet Stone, you can rest your sad bones down by the riverside. When you are afraid, just close your eyes and drift away. And I'll be waiting just the same. Just the same.
I really dig this vibe. more mellow. Very chill. It's like we've reached that kind of reflective point in the album. We've had so much chaos from before. A lot of movement here. I love the jam setting in here. The seamless inclusion of jam in certain moments and back to structure. These decisions in the album have been very, very deliberate and very well balanced too. It's not just only jam, not only structure.
He'd say every day the river grows higher. I can feel the wind blow harder. And each night the fire burns stronger. But the night will always know that I'm just another soul. Come on, Jetstone, you can't rest your sad bones down by the riverside. When you are afraid, just close your eyes and drift away. And I'll be waiting just the same. Just the same.
Man, that felt like a closer too. I can't believe this is Goose. They've revealed to me so many different flavors. Here we are in the, I think this is the penultimate track here. Yeah. Rockdale. Man, do they love their syncopation. Interesting textures.
Going down, going down. Gonna find another way.
There's so many different instruments creating this beat. Some of it more froggy, some of it more scratchy, others like clear.
Gotta shake that ball and chain. Gotta turn the wheels and go. Going down, going down. Gonna hear the music play. Gonna leave it on the floor. Gonna dance these blues away. When the good old boys start picking, gonna turn the night to the day. Going down to the Rockdale, gonna lay it all down for you. Leave your coat at the hotel, be hanging in the old ballroom.
What is going on, man? I don't understand how their music can be so dynamic like this. It feels modern, yet like you're drawing from the past.
Lock the door, feed the hounds. There'll be at least a day or two. Grab the bottle, make my rounds till there's nothing left to do. Glass jar with the money. Honey, how about dancing shoes? Going down to the Rockdale, gonna lay it all down for you. Leave your coat at the hotel, we'll be hanging in the old ballroom. Oh, going down to the Rockdale, gonna lay it all down for you. Leave your coat at the hotel, we'll be hanging in the old ballroom.
This is just like a lovely rock song for me. Great melody, consistent beat. The bounce is in, the vibe is there. You just kind of flow to the energy, you know? And the more you focus in on it and relax into the feeling, the more the song slows down, which is a crazy feeling. That solo is everything. this section.
know if we'll ever go
I heard 3 chords and I
home
already
again.
like it.
The open road's got me thinking like a different man. 15 miles to the places
It's like the
we
chords
might
just
go.
collapsed, you
So
know?
I'll lend
Fall to your knees kind of vibe.
eyes to the wind,
Great harmonies. Oh, that voicing.
going down
Dark.
to the Rockdale, gonna lay it all down for you. Leave your coat at the hotel, be hanging in the old bar room. Going down to the Rockdale, gonna lay it all down for you. One night to live for, and the sun will be rising soon.
I mean, the way this song and the last song have ended have both felt like outro worthy, last track worthy. That was like gospel rock the way it hit. We've arrived at the final track here. Factory Fiction, runtime 16 minutes 42 seconds. Let's see how they use those minutes. Dun, dun. I'm thinking of Grateful Dead here. If you guys know the riff, let me know. Dun, 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 dun. That is a fatty tone. Super, super distorted. The drums in full force. It's like we're in the cathedral of rock right now. Are we gonna throw a solo in there at 2 minutes? I'm down. Always the misdirection, the subverting of expectations between these sections. You get this big build-up into something different, something lateral.
I don't mind sneaking around while the steel teeth grind.
The way the song is hitting right now, it feels so appropriate for like a Grateful Dead jam collab.
It's alright. All the freaks wanna come at night and swim around in the beautiful isolation. But in the broad daylight,
Wow.
all the people wanna talk what's right and shake their heads while looking for an explanation.
Ah, yeah. A lot of people are like that. Don't have any intellectual humility. They don't want to listen. They just want to speak. It's a need to be right rather than search for some mutual truth.
Beast inside that breathes the light. You wish you'd never known.
Oh, that's interesting.
On your way to kill the beast, you meet the child, the only one.
Oh, it went up.
And he sings to you, let go. May the nighttime be your home.
Wow. These little steps they make to the side, it can be dark and it can be ambiguous, but then we always regress back to the mean of the overall vibe of the song.
Sneaking around while the steel teeth grind. It's a risk I know.
I love that they pull it up all the way to 100 and now it's just so quickly back to like 30.
And I don't mind.
Because the drumming and guitar work there was insane.
A little weird sometimes. It's a long way to go for an apparition.
And now we're in this like holding pattern. Dude, why am I reminded of Bruce Springsteen now? But here it's Pat Metheny. A lot of influences everywhere, I guess.
Beast inside that breathes the light. You wish you'd never known. On your way to kill the beast, you meet the child, the only one you know. And he sings to you, let go. May the nighttime be your home. Beast inside that breathes the light. You wish you'd never known. On your way to kill the beast, you meet the child, the only one you know. And he sings to you, let go. May the nighttime be your home.
We have an interlude in the song. Because that felt like an ending too. We've had 3 endings before the real ending. Only God knows what this sounds like live. Holy moly. Back to this like soundscape we heard at the beginning of Factory Fiction. We also heard sort of in the Ellipses track. You guys gotta let me know what your favorite tracks are. I'm trying to sort out the ranking in my head. I haven't talked enough about the bass in this album, but the bass has been bassing super steady. We're like 2 steps removed from this becoming a Tool song now. Where do you guys envision yourself as you hear this? It's a bit of outer space. It's a bit of a technocratic future dystopia. But there's a very human element to it. It's very warm. This rise has been so gradual. It really pays to be patient as we listen to Goose. Oh, whoa, what happened with the rhythm there? Something funky. Right there. Something happens right there. And I don't know what. As of right now, I don't know what to make of this whole section. I guess it's fitting that it looped into the first track and played that little riff. I'm just trying to wrap my brain around all of this because I took a bunch of notes throughout this album, throughout this listen, and I don't think I can make heads or tails of it for real because like very often when I reference other artists in relation to what I'm listening to in the moment, it's because there are certain elements that bring out that familiarity that help me draw out that association, and for me it helps create this like mental map of where the band exists relative to the others out there that I'm aware of. And as I listen to Goose here, it is like 12 different references. Like I had Billy Joel, I had Coldplay, I had Need to Breathe. In my mind I was thinking some Pink Floyd, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards, Fish, Grateful Dead. I think I mentioned Zach Brown Band, Prince as well, Rush, some Steven Wilson. Like there's like 50 different references that I haven't mentioned either that I feel like could apply to different moments in this album, which just goes to show you how much variety there was for Goose. And that's just the thing. Like I heard them in their jams, I heard their live performances, and yet I was this just gobsmacked by all of the variety that we got. I think repeatedly I said, is this Goose? This is Goose. How can this be Goose? I can't believe it's Goose. Like any variation of that phrase, because it was so different, especially like the first 3 songs that we had, for example. Those felt like qualitatively different from what I'm used to because there was no real extended jam. There were momentary solos, but it was primarily like smaller enclosed songs that were more funk heavy than I ever expected from Goose. And in a sense that really set the tone for this record, not knowing what they were going to sound like in the studio, and then just out the gate with their playfulness, with all of their genre blending. I mean, there's probably too many genres to list. Right away, there was like funk, blues, rock, pop rock, the piano ballads that we had throughout, the prog influences. It's so much. There's so much to think about. And so very often in listening to these tracks, you would expect one thing to happen, but then they would give you another thing, either laterally, like I mentioned, or just in a completely different universe. It subverts your expectations, and like that song Misdirection, it's precisely what they're doing. But the thing is, it doesn't feel so disconnected from the heart of any given track that it just is too jarring of a difference. It just throws you off momentarily, and then they slowly bring you back to baseline. I like that there's a lot of it draws from a lot of influences. It feels like maybe the 70s and 80s were some of the main influences in this album. But you'll have to let me know if I'm on target with that or not. It's a very playful record in a lot of different ways, and so many amazing solos, I might add. Between the phrasing, the melodies, the distinct like genres that we had, and that I think it was Rick soloing over. That is a lot to keep track of as a guitarist, and I'm sure, if I wanted to look into some of my favorite songs and learn how to play those solos, it would take me a lot of time because they were not easy by any stretch of the imagination. There's a lot of technical chops required in playing what was played throughout. And to compose all of that too just takes like a level above bravery in my mind. You have to really know what you're doing, be confident about it, and then let the critics of the world decide whether it was objectively good or not. That's crazy to me, by the way. Music is always subjective. What else did I write? Oh yeah, and in a lot of that phrasing as well, there would be different influences too in terms of genre. You wouldn't just have a blues song and then play a blues solo. There would be elements of like metal and neoclassical and pop even at times, and blues, and just the variety is overflowing with these guys. And I felt like the lyrics in this album too were rather poetic in a lot of different places. My main focus in this listen was more on the instrumentation, so I think it will require further listens to really grab onto all of the meaning in these songs today, but yeah, there was just so much from top to bottom. It was chock full of goodies and so many amazing one-off moments that collectively compounded into some banger songs. And speaking of which, I'm going to share with you guys my top 5 songs on the record. And I guess I'll give you my honorable mention. I put Jed Stone and Echo of a Rose in my honorable mentions. But entering the top 5, and fifth I gave Madalena. I mean, it was a very distinct track already from the first song that we heard. It started in this one as more of a piano ballad. I loved the chord progression in this. Reminded me very quickly of Billy Joel and the Coldplays and the Need to Breathes of the world, which at this point it got into my mind like, hey, they are drawing from Southern rock as well, which was not my expectation at all, but worked really well. And if you're going to say like the first track set the tone for the entire album in terms of the funk offerings that we got, Madalena set the tone for the album with a lot of the Southern rock offerings, in my opinion. Then in fourth, I give it to Empress of Organos. At first, I wasn't quite sure if I would like it or not. It was more funk, and that was something that I've already been familiar with. It definitely reminded me of Prince, but it didn't feel as different from the funk that I've listened to before. So it was going to be more of like a middle of the road kind of track. But when you have 10 minutes to work with, Goose is going to put all 10 of those minutes to work. And they did. And by the end of it, we got this, the song just grew. It ballooned in intensity. The funk became funk mastery. And by the end, in terms of intensity, in terms of the energy, had me fully locked in. So my experience listening to that track just got better and better as we reached the end. And when I have those experiences with longer tracks, then I'm able to go back and know what happened on my first listen and be able to take that in. And you could say more so stomach the first few minutes, but that sounds a bit more punitive than I imply. More so, when you wait for the good part, you're not going to appreciate what's in the beginning. But now, if I were to re-listen to it again, I would have the expectation that everything that we hear early on is building to this place. And if you just started at the growth phase, if you will, you're not actually going to appreciate the ending destination as much as you might if you had heard the whole thing. And third, and this top 3 was really hard for me. I think like these 3 tracks, if I had a top 3, just very clearly are mine. Ordering them was challenging, but in third, I give it to Misdirection, Mr. Action. Just love the chord progression, love the play on words to the double entendres, the lyricism and meaning behind it, the melody, the subverting of expectation again, and then having such a catchy chorus. My God, the song is good. And you could say like this is the song that sort of came right before the Ellipses, so it was like the last kind of really jovial, upbeat track of the entire record. Granted, we had a lot of those moments later on too, but qualitatively, like the first half, I feel like was a bit separate in terms of its employment of funk and good and like positive energy versus what we got later. I feel like just the balance shifted slightly. In second, I gave it to Turbulence and the Night Rays. I mean, I love the Twinkle Twinkle melodies early on, but they took a bit of a darker turn and became more minor, became more just tasty. I don't know. I've always loved darker scales and chords, and the song had that in spades. And the thing is, it was all juxtaposed with this beautiful guitar playing, the arpeggiation earlier on, and then as the solos started to smack us in the face, my God, the composition is so elite. So too was the phrasing. And in such a winding song, to have as many great moments as the guitar did, like, it's hard to put into words just how unique of a composition Turbulence and the Night Rays was. It did not follow a typical song structure, and I could probably say that about a lot of the tracks today, but especially this one, the 4th track on the record. We had so many feel changes, so many vibe shifts, the tempo turning down in moments and then revving all the way back up. This song was probably, in my opinion, the most dynamic on the entire album, and takes my second place. And in first, I'm giving it to Dr. Darkness. Love the tempo, love the chord progressions, love that like prog kind of chord transition in to those two guitar solo sections. And those solos I think were the best on the album. That's just my opinion. But man, they were so good. Love the chorus, and it's a song that I would love to sing along to once I listen to it 2 more times. I think that's how many it'll take me to fully master the melody and movement in my mind. But interestingly, like if you even were to compare 2 choruses within a song across all of the songs in this album, none of them were the same. You could take chorus 1 from this track and compare it to chorus 2. There was always some modification in melody, something different about the underlying rhythm or the scaffolding around. I like that they don't just copy paste the sections of their songs. They allow each section to serve its own unique purpose, even if it is derivative from a previous section, right? It's more of a 1A, 1B rather than a carbon copy of 1 here and 1 there. But that's all I got for you today. Let me know your thoughts about Goose and this record in the comment section down below. And if you would like to request a full album reaction yourself, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description box below. But as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.